Hi everyone, this is Matthew J. Peters. I am the CEO of Ascend Media, and tonight I'm going to talk to you about painfully obvious secrets of high converting calls to action. I'm going to jump right into this one because I want to make this one short and to the point, and I want to make it really punchy because what I'm about to share with you are obvious, but guess what? Most people are overlooking them, and it's costing you dearly on your landing pages, on your calls to action, in your videos, in your podcasts. Let me get right into it here. Number one is keep every step in line. What does that mean? When someone enters your funnel, be it through a Google search or listening to a podcast, everything needs to be in 100% alignment. Because as people go through your funnel, I see all these missed opportunities, all these broken links. And here's what I mean. So I do a Google search for something. I see your link somewhere, your ad, your listing, whatever it is, and I click on it. Okay, my intention was I click on it. That was the thing that I wanted to get more information from. I go to your landing page. That could be your home page or a set aside landing page on its own. And there's content there. Now I see your branding, right? Now I see your imagery, and I'm reading more on that. Guess what? Whatever you had in that listing, that link, that ad needs to be reflected down into that landing page content. So, yeah, I'm in the right place with context. Okay, that's the contextual. The next thing is I opt in to free content. That opt-in, that call to action there needs to be in alignment with what I search for in Google. All right, you may have a little bit of education so people understand the framing of how you're making that offer a little bit better. But you got to go back to that Google search. What was the intention of them doing that search and clicking on your link? So they opt in, right? Now they get that free content delivery. But before they get that free content delivery, there's a one-time offer. That one-time offer is an upsell of $7, $97, or whatever it is. You have to make sure that upsell, that one-time call to action, is in direct alignment with what they did that Google search for, why they clicked on your link. You're going to give them even more of the result, or even deeper, even greater result than what they expected when they landed on that page to begin with. So they've opted in, you've given them that one-time offer, that call to action there. Now they have selected it or not, they get onto that next page, you're delivering what you said you're going to offer. And then they also are digesting that content, be it an audio recording, a video series, if it's going to be a recorded webinar, whatever it is you're offering, you're going to have another call to action in there. And that one is to book a call with you or to buy that program that's $197, $2,000, whatever it is that you're working towards. And then email follow through. This is one people forget about. Your email follow through sequence needs to be in direct alignment with that Google search they did. The intention of the Google search all the way down to the end. What you're doing is the more investment they make in themselves, in the time they're taking on your site, or they're actually shelling out $7 here, $27, $97, whatever it is, you're giving them a greater result from the specific intention they had to begin with. So as they start reading your blog post, you're going to give them a call to action. Let me just explain here. There's a lot of elements that go into this. So you have your motivation, drive, and intention. That has to stay all the way through your call to action, all the way to when you close the sale, be it through a phone call or they enter one of your membership programs or whatever it is. That motivation, drive, and intention from the very beginning has to follow all the way through. Don't make them zigzag and jump to conclusions and guess that this might be right for them. You need to be explicit and tell people what to do. People are waiting for someone to tell them what to do. You are the expert. They are in pain. They want a result. They are relying on you to tell them what they need to do. Tell them what they need to do. Your phrases or your text content need to be in direct alignment. Your branding, once they land on that first landing page, you've just shown them here's what to expect. This is, preview of coming attractions as you go through the site. So your color scheme, your logo, your images, are you using illustrations or photos? Don't start mixing and matching them as they go from one page to the other. Keep that consistency all the way through your funnel. And then people, personalities, don't change it. Don't introduce them to somebody in a video and then change it out to a cartoon video or to somebody else next steps through the video. Stick with one theme, stick with one personality, all your brand colors, all your logo if you're going to use it. All those intentions, phrases, everything, keep them the same all the way through. You're going to have a much better click through. Your calls to action are reap you much better results. Number two, just like if you're going to be voting in Chicago, you want to do it early and do it often. So early calls to action in your videos, your podcasts, and your blogs. What does that mean? So if I'm doing a video, I'm going to say, hey, thanks everyone for being on. Today I'm going to talk to you about calls to action. But before I go into that call to action, I want to give that offer for the free thing that I have that's in direct alignment with why they're on that video. Why are they on that podcast? Whatever the subject matter is that they want to listen to that podcast, your call to action better be in the right context for what you just framed up for them. They're here because they want to know how to have a product ladder, right? So the call to action should be about how to have that much more profitable call to the product ladder. That's the only way you're going to be in alignment. If you're now saying, I'm going to coach you on your business, it's so general and it's so blah that it's not something that people want. They came there for an intention, follow that intention all the way through. And the same thing with your blogs. You have the opening paragraph, people are getting to know you. You either have a call to action there or a pop-up by the time they're reading that. Give them 10 seconds, 15 seconds, something along those lines. Chances are people are not going to watch your entire video, not going to listen to your entire podcast, and not going to read your entire blog post. So please don't put your call to action all the way at the bottom. Pepper them throughout. Make sure whatever you are referring to in your call to action goes into context of what you just pre-framed for them. Make sure whatever your call to action is the exact result that they want from what they just read. Don't just try to have one robotic call to action throughout, all the same text, all the same offer. Mix and match it so you're reaching people with what they just learned from you. Give multiple opportunities to click and customize to context. That's what I just said. So customize your call to action with text. If it's the same offer, just change up the text a little bit so it fits in with what they just learned from you. Make CTAs painfully obvious. Don't make people wait. Don't make people search for your call to action. Look around the page where they can find your phone number. I don't know how many times I've gone to small business websites and I can't find their phone number. It's ridiculous. Don't be clever. Be clear. Make it stand out. Make it stand out with a unique color that is different than everything else on your website. A lot of times people use orange. Don't use red because that's a warning. Green may get lost because it may be not high contrast. Orange is what everybody's expecting for a call to action button. That's a good, safe one to go with. So we help our clients strengthen their calls to action so that they attract the right people and repel the wrong ones. When you don't keep that intention for people who are willing to take the action to do the work, and people are just searching for freebies, guess what? They're never going to invest with you. How do you create a call to action that is going to get the right people attracted to getting the result? They know there's going to be work involved. They have a sense of reality, right? They're not just go for the free offers and not do any work, but they're the people who you know you want to work with. You're going to repel the people who you do not want to work with, who are never going to hire you, who are only going to complain about your prices, the amount of work they're going to do, and people who want refunds, right? We want to repel those people. So we help coaches, consultants, and entrepreneurs expand their reach and elevate their online and offline presence with minimal time and effort. We understand you as an expert have very valuable time. And so we want to make sure we maximize your time doing the things in your business that only you can do and that you outsource everything else. And one of the things you want to do is outsource your marketing and your communication so it's super clear and you're attracting the right people into your business and repelling the people that you don't want to have to deal with away from your business. We will help you do that. We will create all of your media for an entire year in a day and a half. We do this with people. The other thing you can do is you can do a video podcast, and you can do that bi-weekly or weekly, and we will coach you from a distance to make sure you're getting everything you need. So we have your video, your audio, we have text, we can create your social media posts from you being at a distance and not having to fly into our studios and do all of the production with us live in person. If that's you, go ahead and reach out to us. It's ascendmedia.com/call. Again, reach out to us at ascendmedia, ASYND media.com/call. Thanks so much for being on, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye-bye.